listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, collaborating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I must give it the welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, of course, you guys know it is Friday, so it's Fridays with Dr. Hottie. Tell me.
Show me a complaint. How boring. This is only 1 minute.
Why do people always say that? I feel like
No, I can't hear you.
No.
They usually say like you are fast, but when I super fast.
Tell me, when you are just giving up from English.
No,
Even
I'm
from
sorry,
the
man.
introduction,
Sorry,
like,
my God.
and I saw someone being like, "Oh,
my
someone
God,
insulted
yeah.
me."
Say what?
Ari, Owamie, no you're big enough now. Get a team and make sure the subtitles. I missed the important parts.
But do they
And
know
I'm
how
like,
much does it cost?
Thank you. I'm like, guys, you actually don't know. Hey, that's like movie production.
They think maybe
costs.
it's SABC or what? It's
I'd
not.
probably have to pay for my 8,000 per episode.
Even more.
Even more, maybe
Even more.
15,000.
15 more. 15 or more.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
imagine, guys.
You must imagine that when I say Pela, there must be a word for that.
Marachomi.
There must be a Nana translate. No, you can't.
Tell me,
No,
Pela,
you can't.
you see now, I
You
did
can't.
say Pela. Like, they get to a point where they understand. When Nachominji, you are bad when it comes to speaking English. I know there are words that don't have English. I'm fighting for you.
But it's true.
For you.
No, it's true. Pela, coming to English, there are words of which they can't even be translated or what.
But
Like,
you
about
say them
especially-
in your language, even though they're there in English.
And a happen, you know.
And it happen, and again.
Yes. You know what's happening? English, there are things of which whenever you explain them by English, you don't have that vakavum or vavavum, you know? So you need just to speak whatever thing of which you want in Venice, so can be well heard of. How are you, my friend?
My friend, I'm okay, thanks. How are
Number
you?
one. I'm good.
We have got also a very special announcement. Dr. Hottie is opening a new channel. The link to that channel will be in the description box down below. What is the name of your channel, Chumi?
I think it will be a very spontaneous name. I don't
Oh,
know
is it
whether-
going to be a surprise?
Oh.
They should click on the link and go see what
Yes,
the name is.
simple.
And make sure that you subscribe, guys. So before, obviously, just for us to get to this a little bit,
Yes.
what are you going to be talking about over there?
You know, on the channel, like, I wanna accommodate each and everyone.
Okay.
The issue of politics, celebrities, and current affairs. Because of that channel of mine, Nyanga Imperi TV, it was all about ubunyanga, ubunyanga this, ubunyanga that, ugutwala this, ugutwala that. So it was getting a bit of boring to me. I don't know whether to people. Yes,
or
beautifully.
maybe repetitive, you should say.
Yes, I
'cause
must
it's
say
stuff
that.
that you know.
Yes, and again, it's all about marketing.
Okay.
The channel it was not about engaging with people, but
Okay.
it was all about marketing.
Okay.
Dr. Hottie is selling this cup, is
Yeah.
this much and this much.
Yeah.
Dr. Hottie is doing what, is this much and this much. So coming to this new channel, it will all be about people, the universe, the world, South Africa, and everything. Like, I said,
Like
everyone.
Dr. Hottie the
Like
man.
Dr. Hottie the man,
Not
Dr. Hottie the
necessarily-
brother,
yeah.
Dr. Hottie the who,
Oh, Dr. Hottie the charming.
Dr. Hottie the
friend.
Sefebe, Dr. Hottie.
Dr. Hottie the parent.
Dr. Hottie the parent. So it will be a bit much of educating and all that.
Okay.
So I think kinto ekithabelang ka yona.
Ne.
Because inyanga yompedi TV, it is all about ubunyanga, spirituality, religion, and all that. So even when I'm trying to shift things around it, it doesn't work because people are usually
Used to that. That's what they
ubunyanga,
want, yeah.
ubutwala, and what. So whenever I'm deriving from ubunyanga, iluza batho. So this channel, it will all be about. Yeah.
I can't wait. Show me. I cannot wait. And actually, the first episode there is going to
Yes.
be me and Dr. Hottie. So please do make sure that you go and you watch it. I know this will come out on Friday, so I'm not sure when the first episode will come up on his channel. But I think maybe we should say on
let's say approximately Monday.
Yeah. So it will be on Monday, and then I will just come back and add the link, okay? But go to the description box on Monday, and you guys will actually get a surprise there, okay?
Yeah. So today, Chomi, let's talk about the issue of Brother Enigma.
Hey, Chomi.
Brother Enigma, he's trending everywhere.
He has blown the internet.
Yeah, and you know what's boring? Rightly before I can say anything, I hate trending without getting any money.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say this. Now I hate trending. Like, now I not trend. Unlike you get trend without getting any money.
Chami, but you're trending, hey? Kanna?
No, I am.
On TikTok. I
I
saw
am.
videos there for my 800,000 views.
Yes.
I'm like, hi, boo.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot. But that trending, at least I'm motoring. Dr. Hawati, how much is the consultation?
Okay.
So I wish he was trending and getting something for that. Because of, there'll be people of which will be calling him to their podcast and all that by just gaining followers, gaining viewers, gaining subscribers, but you're not gaining anything, which is something that in this life of today, we must look things beyond just talking and just having that kind of conversation, because life demands money.
No, it does.
So fine. But Enigma, is he a pastor or what? Or is both pastor or what's a language?
He is Enigma of the Lord. I think that's what it's like.
He's Enigma of Jesus Christ.
Of Jesus.
So apparently I've heard that he went to heaven. I guess
Yeah, but spiritually, I think.
Spiritual.
So, yeah.
So I just wonder, was it for 7 days, 12 days, or 13 days, or a month? Because of the way he has so many stories, like the whole link, I think it's like he went for a very long time.
No, but Chomi, remember, Ngeri, like in heaven, time is not like here.
Which is true. Then which is true
Time,
because of
there you can
grab 100 things.
Yes,
in
you
1
can
minute.
have 100 years.
Like how can I put it? Even when you, let's say, something when I prophesy, I can see things out by 10.
Exactly.
But in a minute I can grab each and everything.
Exactly. So that's
So I believe it's something like that also. Even when there is, let me say you are dreaming of something, you must do this and this and this. It can be something of, let's say 5 minutes, but you can grab many things at once.
Yeah.
So fine. Napara Enigma, I'm not against anything of which he says. Ibile, I am not saying that I agree 100% with whatever thing of which he's saying.
And I feel like I will know which one you're going for.
Ya musadi asapa registering. Wabana Chomi, na like seriously if Mosadi asapa registering I
Chomi, and you know what is
no
hard
well.
No, because you want to get me into trouble. You want to get me into trouble now.
Oh my God, okay.
You want to get me into trouble now, Chomi. Because I've seen your wives. Or your wife. I've not seen both.
Then what do you say?
Let me
where
not
you going?
even. Let
Okay,
me
fine.
be respectful.
So, the way he was saying things, 90% of the things of which Enigma is talking about, these are things of which they are more special, or these are things of which they are more attractive in this time of today. Okay. So, there is this thing of which you spoke about, it's an issue of G-strings. Women must not wear G-strings. The issue of sex styles, that you must not perform dog style, you must not do what. The style of which he was mainly referring to was just this style of missionary, the butterfly one.
Men on top.
So yes, no, so this one of missionary, so this is the one of which he was talking about, right? But all these things of being women on top, sideways, hippopotamus facing the river, you being at the back, it's something of which is wrong to him. Then now, the question is, by that time, we must know that the world was not like, it was not like this. It was not 21st century. The world didn't evolve the way it did at this moment. Then again, maybe Brother Enigma Ubutswa, he cannot change a woman like
lazy?
He is lazy to change the woman side by side, this by this, that by that. So that's why he was maybe talking about the issue of this style of men being on top, because of there is no way more Bible killing are this style is wrong, that style is wrong, that style is right, this style is how. Any style coming to sex, there is nothing wrong.
No, I agree with Brother Enigma. No woman should go on top. Why are you doing on top? The top is not for you. Allow men be in power. Okay, you guys want to be powerful. Leave.
Chomi, having this nice body of chef Obotswa, you are lazy. Pela Owamie le body le ya. So it means you are trying to say to me you are lazy.
I'm not lazy.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, you know, maybe Brother Enigma has a point.
How?
What do you mean how, Chomi?
Let's talk about the issue of trimming. He says you must not trim.
But not him. The Bible says.
Listen, what's that Bible? There is something which people need to understand about Bible. Show me now I've read Bible so strong.
Yeah.
I hope now you can attest on that. The Bible has the First Testament.
Yes.
The Old.
Yeah.
And the New
Testament. Yes.
Do you know that the Old Testament and the New Testament they are pigs and agabton. On the there are laws of which were being put on the First Testament, of which in the New Testament they are wrong.
There.
Or they can say there is where the Bible says you must cut your hair. Then there is where the Bible says you must not cut your hair. You get my point? So these laws they there is a word of share want. They contradict. So the way the Bible is, you can talk about the Bible, but in the world of today, there is how things must be run. Like the issue of new cars. We can never say you can never drive a nice car because of Brother Enigma, so the car's been done under the world. My God.
Chomanga is because you drive a Benz, a Hammer, a Land
Rover. You know, I want to tell you something. Even the issue of talking about the pastors that there's SCC, they are worshiping the devil, they are under a cult. And he says that being so Ali free, Ali you know, and I've been seeing that he's now attacking the politicians, Somizi, like there are other things of which we can say here on air, but they are wrong. But let's talk about the ZCC. ZCC has more than 16 million followers, and the ZCC, there are thousands or millions of people of which are being healed. So let's say maybe they are being healed by the devil. So how would you mean the people of which are going to ZCC, number one, these are mothers, sisters, brothers, who. We can never say that they are being led by Lechanyani to the devil. There's nothing like that. You know, the issue of, again, judging people and maybe seeing things the way we see things, sometimes they are wrong. The issue of talking about the Zioni churches that and the St. John's, that the water of which is being prayed for them is a water of which there is a snake spirit of which is roaming around those places. These are things of which are wrong at some point, to a greater extent, even again to a lesser extent. So I'm not attacking him as such, but the other things of which he's saying, Hadi, they are too irrelevant. I just wonder, Jesus Lena, what this whole time of which he was having, he was saying Enigma, then I said, Lord Jesus. You can imagine. So, time and again, he was being taken.
Is a sin. Like
doggy style is a sin.
I think for me,
but there is something wrong somewhere there. Now I must say this. But the Enigma alright, but somehow. There is something wrong somewhere.
What is there something wrong?
No, there's something
like
wrong. The upstairs of the Montula No, there must be something wrong.
No, so this is the thing, right? You touched on something that is very, very important.
Yes.
I do feel like at this point, Brother Enigma does not know anything about the internet.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I have. I don't know if he does, but I have a feeling that he does not know anything about the internet. I have a feeling that he doesn't even know anything about defamation of character.
Yes.
I don't think he knows anything about those stuff.
And even the people of which are interviewing him, they are not guiding him.
They are not. I feel like they are just happy with the fact that they're getting like the views and the attention. He's trending because he's saying shocking stuff that a normal, like, okay, not to say a normal because he's normal, but I'm saying that someone that has knowledge of like certain things like defamation and stuff like that, and that once something is put on the internet, it's there forever, and that is proof, literally. Like, how many people can sue him? Everyone can just go and
something.
So I feel like he's definitely not being protected. That's number one. Number two, I feel like he has not been given the knowledge. There's a lot of people that have been saying, "Oh, please invite Brother Enigma," and I'm like, I don't I don't see what I would even say to him, you know, because I know he would just come here and just put himself, you know,
Jesus
or dig
said what,
himself.
or what, or things
No,
like
you
that.
understand? So for me, I just feel like he needs protection, because the other thing again is this, right? People don't look at it like in the greater scheme of things.
Yes.
We do have Satanists in this world. We do
Yes.
have people that you know, they don't even like it if God or Jesus is being spoken of.
No, which is true.
You understand? So number one, we do not know where he stays. Is it even a safe place?
It is not.
He uses public transport. That's
Yes.
something that he said.
Yes.
That he does not have a car. Not that he doesn't want one. He just can't afford one. You understand?
Yes.
So he doesn't have one. So he says he usually walks with his umbrella. And you
Things
know,
like
he
that.
was saying that he was actually surprised that people were taking videos of him, because he didn't even know that he went viral on the internet. So what measures of protection are there for him?
In whatever thing of which he's speaking
do you
day by
understand
day, things
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
Then I became so worried. Then by looking at him, I don't know whether how many years is he, but I can see that Kiki Mutomolo. I'm sure it's plus 50 to 60. If
Is
I'm
it?
judging, the way because he's not that young.
Yeah, he's not.
No, he's
but
not.
he's also not too old.
Also, he's
So
not
he
too
could
old,
have had
but
a rough life.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know. So
Yes,
let's just say maybe
yes,
45 and
45
above, I think.
Yeah, I can also say that. And you see the way things are, like whenever people are trending and all that. South Africa, it's an barbaric world, like a joke, clownery.
Yeah.
Whatever thing of which is being spoken of. Inkiwaka,
Yeah.
mutu a trender like
Ujesu art.
Ujesu art.
There's
It's a
now a
song.
song. Did you hear
Yes.
it? Ujesu art.
Ujesu art.
Akafuni condom.
Can you see that? Can you see things like that? You know, coming to the issue of Ujesu afuni condom. There was once an old man of which was coming from, it was Potchefstroom, yes, again. Hey, Potchefstroom, this man was coming from Potchefstroom. Okay, fine. So, this old man was 84 years of age. Then he came to me, he was sick. Then when I consulted him, he's sick because of he was coming, he ran from Zimbabwe a long time ago. Then he came this side, I carried the ID, then he stayed this side for a very long time. So now, the issue of Moya, when I was consulting him, this guy was in Sangoma in Zimbabwe. So now, the thing of which makes you to suffer is this issue of you were a Sangoma and a prophet in Zimbabwe. Then he said, yes. He said, now, the thing of which is pushing me every day, whenever I'm at the graveyards, I cannot go to a funeral anymore. Then I asked him why. He said to me, I wanna Enigma coming to the condoms. He said to me, you know, I can't go to the graveyards anymore, because Mudimu always say to me, people are dying because of people are using condoms in the world, here on earth. So he says whenever he's at the funeral, like when people motaking now he will see all these dead people standing on top of their graves or behind their graves. Yes. And whenever people are being buried, these ones of which have been buried before, they'll be like they are calling more other people. So he said, you know, Mkulu, whenever, if I can go to a funeral, people will see me screaming, doing what? I'm talking about an 84-year-old man. I'm sure now he's about 90-something, because I'm talking about something which happened, I think it was 5 years ago. So he says, whenever I'm at a funeral, a family funeral or who, if I enter the gate where there's a graveyard, I'll see all these people of which have been buried here. Bana, the old, the young, the woman, the man, the gay or the lesbian, but each and every one of which then it will be said, you must go and tell the world that they must stop using condoms. Because by them using condoms, they are the ones of which are contributing a lot to this kind of thing of which is happening at death rate. So people dying. That guy allegedly said, he said, people dying in high numbers because of using condoms.
Tell me, if we don't use condoms, we will die in actual high
So
numbers.
now I know that
HIV
by
will
not,
level this whole generation.
But the way Mudima Nangabuya Nagating, he was saying, people balasha bana the dustbin. Like this thing of having condoms, then afterwards you take a condom, you throw it in a dustbin, you take a condom, you throw it in a toilet, flush it. It's wrong.
What is that
according to Mudim? So by law, Moroto wa monna o tlametse ke ene mosadi. And there is this guy of which was there in the Bible of which was having sex. He was having sex with, like it was in the story of a brother who couldn't have kids. Then they said his young brother must have sex with his wife so that Then this guy, whenever he was having sex, he will spemela
out, yeah.
Then God killed him because of that. Rightly in the Bible. Verse, so it was, but I'm sure it's via Genesis or Exodus somewhere there. So I remember that story of that guy who used to have sex, then afterwards, so even Enigma, he just couldn't put the story out loud. God doesn't want people to outside. So he wants that thing to go inside.
So then I guess family planning, Leona, will be wrong.
So family planning is wrong.
Told me you want...
No, family planning is wrong. According to us as coming to the African national region, family planning is wrong. You are drinking, you are putting those 3 years, what, you are what, it is 100% wrong.
My friend, today, advice. Because, Chomi, when you have 2 wives at home and only 3 kids.
I want to say this on air. I'm not saying that, guys, please don't use condoms. Use condoms. But I was just talking about the story of that of that guy. So I was just adding on top of the story of Enigma. I'm not saying that people must use condoms.
Okay.
If people of which are HIV infected were using their medication treatment, taking it well and stuff, maybe there will be a time where the WHO will say people can stop using condoms. If each and every one, the number of HIV and AIDS is balanced and everything is well, but I'm sure by then, right? But that day will never come because of there are people of which will take their treatment, then after 3 months, treatment. So now I was just adding on that story of Enigma that rightly there is something of which I've heard is Hanali. And happy. The issue of condom contributes to these guys of which whenever they are reaching 40, 45, they cannot have sex again ever. How? Whenever you are using a condom, you are now having sex abnormal. How am I saying this? By using skin to skin, there's a limited time. You can never have sex skin to skin with your wife, then spend something like 45 minutes being on top of your wife. If you are using skin to skin. But if you are using condom, I can tell you, there are other people of which can take something like an hour or an hour and a half in one round. So that thing, ibulaya mele wa monna. As much as you're having sex, so condom, so it takes 1 round, your condom takes longer than 1 round, your skin to skin.
Then deep on her.
So so condom internally, the effects that's on coming to banning. Because now you're having sex, it's normal. So condom in. Condom in kanako. It takes time for you to feel that aura or what from down there and stuff. Then it takes time to come.
Okay.
And the reason why it's taking time to come is because I want to tell you something. People are using condoms, but 90% using condoms. It is not like you are feeling the actual sex that you have to feel.
How do you mean?
I'm telling you, the actual sex of which you have to feel by using condoms, you are not feeling it like that. There are those condoms of which were made to be more like skin to skin. There are those ones. Like this one of which is called Durex.
Yes, Durex.
Yes. Why it's about So there are these other condoms of which they were made more. It's just a plastic. Then you'll be having sex without feeling anything.
But
yes, Mina want to tell you something. There are people of which whenever they're having sex, they'll check out the condom because he doesn't feel anything.
And if you do that, that is
It's
actually
rape.
a criminal offense. You deserve to be jailed because it should be a consent between both people, you know. So yeah, please don't do that.
So don't do that. Try to have one sex partner. You won't use a condom. But if you're having multiple sex partners, you will use a condom.
Show me how many are multiple.
Multiple kalaka 3.
Hi, Bucho.
Mara now na multiple kalaka 6, 7.
Why? When?
If we have sex, I'll tell you 4 by 5. As a CB.
Who said that?
Enigma kana buya ntho batla.
So you disagree with Enigma?
No, I wanna tell you something. People who wrote the Bible that time, they were seeing things of that time. They were not seeing things of today. So by so saying, people wrote the Bible during Noah time, during Moses' time, during Jesus' time, during the apostles' time. By that time, there was no TikTok, there was no Facebook, there was no cell phone, there was no these cars of which we are having now. The population of which we are having, it was not there. So the kind of style of life today, it was not yet born by the time. So now I can say, whatever thing of which Enigma is saying, he might be right, he might be wrong. Maybe now he was sent to those ancient people of which died a long time ago. So moya wa munga mukisa batho ba wrong. Rona no utsho wa bona nna batla bua nnete. Mina when I'm at church, I said you must visit my church one day. Just come and see. Now when I'm at church, in Orange Farm, if you tshwere kereke ya bomme, I want to tell you this. Na ke ba jwetsa bomme ba hore kotanang le banna ba lona. Have sex. If I'm on now, at least if you palette in 7 days, have sex 4 times or 5 times. Otherwise, your man will cheat. I'm telling you.
He will cheat whether you give him or not. But give him. I agree. But even if you give him, he will still cheat if he wants
If you are not giving him the way you have to. Let me tell you something.
It's a lie. You can give him even 4 times a day. He will still go cheat if he wants. Guys, pere. You cannot do anything to a pere. I'm telling you.
Listen to me, Owamie, wabana monna.
If he wants to.
Monna mo fe kuku. Ha hlapa. When he's bathing, give him the cake. When he's doing what? Give him the cake. Ha bana ba robetse, come here. Give him the cake. Monna o hlola ke kuku. Monna ya mo hlola. That's why 90% ya bana when they're having sex, after sex they'll sleep. 90%.
The moment he wakes up from that sleep, he's going to cheat if he wants to cheat. That's meant for you guys. No, because you know what,
yes.
This is the part that I disagree with, is that society has made it seem like when your husband goes out there and cheats, it's because you are lacking, you are not doing something. But society never really looks at, we cannot just only talk about sex, Chomi. We really cannot. Because you cannot expect more than I'll be so happy to give you sex. I'm the one that poured petrol in my car. I'm the one that had to I've got money stress, and now you want me to be constantly come here for what?
You know what's happening, guys? Not coming to sex. That's why I usually say I normally say that if you're a person of which you are a Christian or you're a Christian of which wants to and by the way, guys, Christians are now changing. So Christians are supporting me with a very high number. They are calling me, I'm consulting with them and stuff. Consulting doesn't mean that you must be part of African traditional religion. No. Okay. By consulting, if they say, Dr. Hawoti, I'm a Christian, then I will say, okay, fine, you're a Christian, but you will pay, then you'll consult. Then I want to tell you this. I'm consulting and I'm digging deep stories, deep information of which has been hidden for years. So this is something of which is happening. Christians are consulting with me, especially mostly online. You know now, being truthfully like Owamie, I want to say this on air. I no longer enjoy being that busy traditional healer. I now enjoy having that space of mine. By so saying, at first, you know, whenever you always want more as a person, but I've seen that for my age, I've done so well for my age and for my life. So, as much as I'm having those people of which are coming like with a lower rate or lower number, or what, it's just something which is okay for me. So I'm even having time to consult with people like Hantle, the way ke batlang ka teng. So many Christians are now supporting African traditional religion due to the cost of understanding Dr. Hawoti and the way I'm teaching things and telling them how these things, how do you do what. So most of them, they were thinking if maybe you have used Muti, it is wrong for you to go to church. Can't you know it's not? Most of them, they were thinking maybe by using Muti, you must now pray to the gods. No, it is not like that. Using muti, it is more like buying sunlight soap from a shop. Then you are using it. Then that's it. Using muti, it's more like using a shop a Nivea lotion from clicks of this game.
Does it not depend on which type of muti? If it's now a muti of I'm bathing, the moment he enters here, he's never going anywhere.
I believe maybe at some point it's a matter of which muti are you using and what.
Yeah.
But not every muti of mine of which you are using doesn't necessarily say where you must praise the gods. Because of not any muti of which you are using, I'll say you when alone. But I'll be alone. In whatever thing of which you are believing in or on, let me say a person of which you are a prayer warrior. If you are using muti, you pray.
I think the word muti is the one that scares a lot of people.
Yes.
Like in terms of like you think of muti and it's just bad. Yes, but if you are like herbs, it's like using clove.
Using what? Using what is that? Alligator pepper. Using so these are things of which whenever we are saying muti iba about that weight. And you know what does they say? Whenever, let's say, maybe we are saying, Dr. how did you rob me money? Then we are going to court. You know what do they say? They say, how did you rob you money? Then we say, no man, I used this muti office, then didn't work. Then they'll be saying to you, what is muti? Then do you know that muti, grandpa in English is muti? Did he give you grandpa? No, he gave me muti. It's so hard for you to explain because it's something spiritual. So maybe when we say herbs, it's something along or it is more.
Let's say muti for the witchcraft.
Yes.
Herbs for just
healers and what?
Yeah, because you've got herbs that if you have got a problem of headache,
you drink it, then afterwards
drink
it goes.
and you're fine. Cramps, throat cramps, there are certain herbs that they dig, like the root of whatever.
Like the issue of like sometimes let's say, and we're not talking about herbs. We have different types of herbs. We have herbs of which we normally take from the trees, herbs of which we take from the roots ground. Then we have other ones of which we normally take from animals. Such as Watswini, the thing, what is ostrich, we use them. Whenever you're having izita, like you have a lot of enemies, we want you to use ostrich. So a horse. So these are things. Then by using a horse, do you see anything of which is demonic? By using maybe a cow, when you like red meat like this, do you see something which is demonic? No, it's not. How can God put this thing in the world and afterwards it becomes demonic? So these are things of which are happening, but it's just that we lack information. And again, the issue of deities or many gods of which are now there. And to tell you something which is an honest truth, there are gods of which are there in this African religion, of which do not even exist. But they're just to rob people. Yes. Like now, if you can check the podcast, there is Amakosi, Amandao, Isikosi, Isitonga, Umdiki, Inono, Umlozi, what other spirits? King Happy. It's just a lot. I don't know. Bapula, like it's just a lot. And other things there, they do not exist. It's just that traditional healers, or healers I must say, they always find a way of creating content, especially now to this life. Whoever who's there wants to come with his own thing. Now he'll be giving something, then saying that whenever you're using this, you must call this. So it is just a demon of which he created, not even nature created whatever thing of which is there. Because of the original things of which you have, even now, there's an issue of you are a Venda, a Zulu, a Sotho, a Tswana. There's nothing like a Venda, a Sotho, a Tswana, a what. But we are just African people, of which I'm an black African who speaks Setswana. That's why you get that they'll be saying to you, there is a child, maybe they'll be saying to you, you need isiko. You need a ceremony from your father's side. Then on your father's side, they perform that ritual for you or the ceremony. But your things still they're not going very well. Because sometimes your father might think he's a vendor. Kanti he's not a vendor. Rightly from like before ages and years back, maybe you were Zimbabweans, you were maybe Kalanga, a Shona, or a what. Because of number one, you must remember that each and every one at first we were just Mutri. They just came or that's why you get to Guti now. There are many gods, many what, things of which are mostly making people not to understand themselves.
Now I feel like when it comes to the spiritual world, it's big gong. It's big gong. That's why I feel like Brother Enigma is going viral. Because it's just like there's always that thing of we need a shock. We need a shock factor. We need a shock.
No, that's how they're doing it.
You understand? Because even with what you're saying, you are right. Because it's all. I feel like it's all about fame. Because look at it. Why is it that somehow, like, this is the questions that I have, because I'm not saying I agree with Enigma, I'm not saying I disagree with him, but I do have questions. Like, okay, number one, why is it that when Nanje Jesus or God is going to take you, and the thing he's gonna just show you is these celebrities?
That's boring, coming to him now. What's boring me again is this: why must God or Jesus Christ show you only black people? Like he'll be talking about. He
said he saw a white man holding a Bible.
But I'm sure it's one
but
or two.
In that narration, it was like that's Jesus.
Oh.
I saw that clip.
So now, you know what's happening. I want to tell you this. Social media, it's attacking everything of which is being built by a black person. Now, so Mizi, because he's black, Enigma will see so Mizi being wrong. Bishop Lechanyani of the CC,
even
because he's black. So Rebecca Malope. Why doesn't he see these churches of which were built, such as maybe we say Roman Catholic Church? She spoke about it, I think.
He did.
Yeah, he did something like that. Well, the Universal Church, the what? No, you want to talk about those because of each and everything. What I mean, say Bolai. Lena Enigma is being led by the spirit sao Bolaya, everything which is being built by a black person. Why why are some months bo PW bother or nebale wrong? Elon Musk bo mambo. He won't. He'll be only talking about Rebecca Malope, Pastor Zondo of Everton. He spoke about Pastor Zondo's car, like Bishop Zondo. He's a devil worshipper. He said that. It's such.
He also spoke about
such courage.
Who else? Bush.
Bush is also black. Bushir is also black. Now when I tell you this, even Sangoma, I spoke about Sangoma. Sangomas are one other twice about Satan Shem. And on that regard, Hakimu solely because of the things of which are done by Sangomas. Lena, sometimes I even feel that it's like we are Sangomas, but we are coming from different. I don't know whether different at some point.
Yeah, ancestral world.
Yes, we are different. Some other people, it's like they are being. They have a gift of Sangoma, but from demons. Then there are other ones of which are having the gift of Sangoma from ancestors, of which they were doing good. Okay. Because of again the issue of you being given a gift, then you are not googling about that gift. Where it's coming from? Why is it being given to you?
Yeah.
Who is giving you this gift?
What are you supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do? So just because of my being Sangoma, I dream of beats and what, then you're jumping. You are becoming a Sangoma. There are other ones of which I agree with Brother Enigma that there are these ones of which Lebonaki Mazolo. You get my point? Because of you will see them just being associated with death, I'll ask myself for if you're a traditional healer, you are a healer. You can never be happy Owamie being healed by me. How can I heal you? How can I heal you? How can I give you something to drink? You get my point? So Sangomas will be there dancing the whole night, being dirty. What kind of Sangomas are these ones? So on that one, I do agree with him again. So again, as for the churches, all these big churches of which are there, they are wrong for brother Enigma. Then the Zioni church is wrong. The Apostolic church is wrong. The only church of which is right, which one is it? Is it the one of which is attending?
I think he said he left the one that he was attending.
So
I think he should open a church.
So who will follow him?
Hi, Bo. Tell me, he has a huge community, like people that are backing him. People's, I see someone complaining. They regret the day. They regret the day that they introduced their mother to TikTok because the mother came across brother Enigma's videos and she bent all her heels. She's like the wiki. She's throwing away. She's burning because they said even if you own a tavern, the more people go in there, the more you burn in hell.
Was I Enigma?
No, but he said that's what he saw, you know.
Show me, what kind of God? What kind of God atlola motho lefatsheng a phile 89 years kapa motho a phile
English.
God, English. What kind of God is this one of which will just let someone to be on earth or be alive on earth for at least something like 99 years? Then afterwards you die. Then after dying after 99 years, this God will now, you are going to be judged, then being punished for 100 years or 99 years. God just looking at you, busy hovering on earth, doing things of which are wrong and right, doing things of which are wrong and right. Then afterwards, after 99 years, this God is now taking you, is now burning you, you are going to the fire, you are going to what. How possible is that? Does that thing have like in a sense? Muduma utole 90 years, unso etsa mo ferefere fatsing. How so shwele o sa bone ke batho kona o dila ka wena? Unkulunkulu nenhliziyo embi kangako. Ansa o shebile, like he has a bad heart like that to look at you for this many years.
He's giving you a chance to change. But I guess some of you people are evil.
Change of what? Aye, there's nothing like that.
To change.
Then again, let's come to this one. He says that whenever you are dying, again, you are going to burn. Satan is being invited to the gates of heaven. That's something of which sometimes I ask myself, what is happening with Christianity? Satan is being invited to the gates of heaven. Then there are two gates. Where now you'll be taken to this one, to the fire. Then again, the God of which we are saving is a consuming fire. Then again, Satan also on the other side, he has his own fire.
No, not the part that I didn't get was that. Because I know people are dying every second. Like even now, Satan, then it means he's never in hell. Because he's forever fighting for souls out there in heaven, in the gates of heaven. Because
so how can we suffer like this here in the world if Satan is there by the heaven busy putting those people that's why somehow no,
but that's what Brother Enigma is saying, not us. Remember that one is not in the Bible. He's saying that's what he saw. I've never seen any scripture that
even
says Satan dwells in the gates of heaven.
Even where the issue of this thing, the issue of the star. He says that whenever you're having a star, you are worshipping that.
Yeah, he said you shouldn't even have like all-star. And I was like, whew, I don't even have a single all-star. Thank God.
These are things of which they have no sense. You know, we ever, like by putting people's stars, it's not like there is something demonic about that. By that line, so when the wise men were being led by the star, where Jesus was. That's the explanation of the CC. Then again, by the issue of Kefing happening as star, by the issue of Moriah, there's something which happened via the mountain of Moriah where Isaac was, where Abraham wanted to sacrifice Isaac. You remember that? So, some other things people just take from the Bible, then they do them born. Then this star for the CCC, it's more like protection. It's for protection for themselves. Again, that star is for kilitswao. Loguti, mina, I've chosen this route. You get my point? So you can never say there's a demon. That demon must be existing somewhere. Not for that issue of what is it? You want the rings?
Tell me, they even said even if you're married, you're not allowed to wear a ring.
Enigma lena man. Lena ke mo hlasa. Enigma wa hlanya.
Tell me. Allegedly.
An issue of a ring, yes, they must say you're not allowed to put a ring. But a ring, this is not a symbol of love. You understand? A ring, it is more like
a stop nonsense.
No, upau. Like it's a upau. Upau, it's more like, it is more like just putting a bead to show, or putting that Roman Catholic rosary to show that so I normally see partners of each are married. I asked Mona Kongare, why you remove your ring? Then he said to me, she said to me, no, Mkulu, it's because of I want to one tina so trying to look in searing. Kare unsaring wa all science salang musadi spiritually, even physical whether this ring is just a sign or not, or maybe your marriage dwells on this ring. So people think that maybe by having a ring, it is more like I could say a ring. No, it's just a sign. It is more like wapara uniform, uniform, wearing a uniform going to work. I can wear English or what we can do. I know that you love English. So no,
I also have another one. Angry, obviously you're not allowed to watch those dirty videos.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You know the ones I'm talking about,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So I was just surprised. How is it that God is gonna say we should not watch, but then Enigma will be shown these different styles? What were people doing there? Is that no problem?
Yeah, na Enigma, by knowing all these styles.
Did you not have to see? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Why
would God take you and show you?
Yes. Now, happy what's bothering me is this. Is an issue of you, whenever you repent for your own self. Stop unto repent out of wabana na show me. These things are the styles. But if I'm banna kuku. Jaivelam banna banna dance like a whore. Wabana hauli rumung dance like a whore. Dance oyakwa. And again, women should look beautiful. That's what, the most important thing. Your wife should look beautiful.
Okay, show me.
Women should look beautiful. Put your nails. If they are saying it's satanic, as long as it's making you beautiful. If you are wearing that skirt inside your house, iba fresh, inside the rope, mudimu wa irata nto you. The way Yana is saying God doesn't want to, you must remember, during the ancient times, before the introduction of these clothes, what were women wearing? Because women were just putting those G-strings and just covering the front part. Even men were just covering the front part. G-string didn't come from nowhere. G-string was forever there in life.
And remember, nails cost money. So if you're a man, you want your woman to have nails, give her money for nails. If you want her to have makeup is very expensive. The face that I have alone here, I'm sure it costs over 5,000 rand. Actually, not. Yeah. Show me all the products that I spent on my face. It's over 5,000 rands.
But which is true. Mara,
it's
being
true.
Truthful, we need basadi babantle. Basadi banembaliting during those times of Noah and Abraham and whoever, or Jesus of which was showing Enigma these things. They were affording that life that was good for them. Tina, for this life of today, we need abantu abafana who's that woman? Mini. Now I wanna see something like that. I wanna see you in nice, beautiful panties, in nice, beautiful tights, via the swimming pool taking picture. Oh, mini. Oh.
No.
Mini.
I feel like this is why we need to leave it. But anyway, we definitely need to leave it here before we have a problem. Okay, I sometimes visit his home, and I don't want his wives to look at me like this is the one that is actually getting our.
Oh no! Some other people must just be like, brother Enigma. May God please show you about people of which are in Zimbabwe, Malawi, Tanzania, and everywhere. Not just talking about people of which are in South Africa. That's where we are wrong. If God were Roma, God must to each and everyone, to the world, not to the South Africans. That's wrong. Not to the South Africans. And to the South Africans of which are doing good, at least to a few black people of which are doing good, of which are showing the young generation that you can also do it. So whoever who's doing it right, to brother Enigma, it is wrong. to whoever who's trying to para Enigma is wrong, he's not talking about the poor. That poor are doing wrong and what. Come to the issue of you having cars. He says that you must share your cars and all that. These are things of which already exist.
Tom, it's because you have 9 and I've been asking for at least 1.
I've been sharing. Not you have been sharing. I have cars of you I've been sharing.
With who? Because now you've never shared with me.
Not
your sister.
No. I don't have any more.
Anyway, guys, now I just can't because
Let me ask you, when are you history?
Anyway.
I never was so fast. Was about registering. Always, so you can never be like this. Then you say you're not doing registering.
I don't wear anything. Thank you.
Just for him to get it rightly there.
Proper.
And did you hear me? He says you want to marry Enigma. He says you want to have a wife.
Said one thing should just be ready for missionary. Nothing else there.
I saw the twins podcasting.
You know the twins are my friends.
I know. I know. The twins just called him just to laugh at him.
They didn't call him to laugh at him. They wanted an interview.
No, but they were laughing, man.
But now I think from now, can somebody please, that is from Enigma's family, can they organize a manager for him? He should stop going to this podcast for free. He brings enough numbers, you know.
He brings
should
enough
also be making
numbers.
Money.
Yes, they must respect.
Yeah, they should
Enigma.
pay him.
And even just by all these podcasters, they must just at least gather some money and try to give Enigma something.
Yeah.
Not him just
Even
sending for free. No, it's wrong.
exactly.
You know, getting something like 600,000 viewers a lot.
Yeah.
So he
It's
really
a
needs to be compensated.
Yeah.
For the true things of which he's saying, and also the for the false of which he's saying. It's something of which he's saying. So they must just compensate him.
Yeah,
it will be
I think
fair
so
enough.
too.
Not like I'm saying this, like brother Enigma, wherever you are, you must just not trend for free.
Yeah, that's true, Shem. Because I feel like he just doesn't know.
No.
Okay, but anyway, thank you so much for coming, my friend.
No, thank you too,
know,
thank you too.
I had missed you, hey, in the studio. But I remember at his house, Chomi, I couldn't even say what I wanted.
And how
to say.
papa?
Chomi, I'm like this. Chomi, no, papi.
Oh, papi.
Nah. This is my hood. This is my jam. This is me. But if I come to your house, you've seen me, Chomi.
Mara, ube free man. You must know something. So now even say, my love,
Urama.
I do those kind of things.
And then what
they are
does
used
she
to me. Something or like things like that. My wife won't try it. She's
Now
not like
if
my
you
sister.
want to see pangas, try that
Nice.
nonsense.
Maybe it's because of I used the juju.
You did? Yeah, juju man.
No, Owamie,
Anyway,
thanks,
we
man.
just-
You know, I want to just thank Owamie Entertainment because of insisted from being this mkulu to the normal me.
Yeah.
I've got myself, you know?
Nah.
Like, unlike always being serious and doing the voodoo magic all the time. Now, so now I'm doing
African science.
African science. I'm now doing it when I like. When I don't do it. That's how it is.
No,
Aye.
that is great. Anyway, just thank you guys so much for joining us. Please do make sure that you also comment down below what do you guys think of this whole situation with brother Enigma. And yeah, man, from me and Dr. Hoti, we'll see you guys next week Friday on this channel. But Monday, there's gonna be a link to a new channel that is Dr. Hoti's, and we're gonna be going there.
The issue of the 9th of November.
Oh,
we
the
are
9th
going
of
to
November.
the bush, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, there will be numbers here.
Yes.
So you can go ahead and send a message there. But yeah, anyway, from Owamie and Dr. Hoti, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.